Make some noise for your host, Mighty Joe W. What's up, everybody, and thank you for tuning in and listening to The Mighty Joe Show. This show is brought to you by me, myself, and I, because when you're doing one show per 3 months, you don't get any sponsors. So I got to sponsor myself with gamesandkeys.com and mightyjoew.com, which don't got that much content, but we're going to get there. So happy to be back dropping another show. So much has happened since my last episode in my personal life and in the gaming world as well. We've had a lot of information with E3. We've had the unfortunate passing of Nintendo's president, and also with the announcement of a certain bald-headed, beer-drinking SOB on the cover of WWE 16. I got to talk about some of those memories as well. So let me just first kick it off, give you a quick update on what I've been up to as I've been developing, honing my craft in regards to sound design and game audio. The last episode I talked about taking a couple of the classes from the WISE 101 course. I ended up finishing that, and I was going to take the certification test, but I decided to go ahead and put my money towards the School of Video Game Audio. I'm going through the classes so I could get my demo reel together. From everything I've read and researched, that's pretty important in terms of pursuing anything in sound design or game audio, having some demo reels and some stuff out there. So being able to get some professional help has been really beneficial. I've learned an incredible amount about game audio. It's incredibly complicated, complex, intricate, yet it's fascinating, and it's making more and more sense day by day, just how everything works. So I probably will be doing some videos sometime in the future, kind of going through the process of game audio and then my own things that I'll be creating. So definitely we'll revisit that and be focusing a little more on this channel about sound design and game audio, original compositions, and things of that nature. But we're still gonna have fun on here. So let me first I want to talk about I want to start with the Stone Cold Steve Austin being announced on the cover of WWE 16. Now, I have a long history with wrestling games. I haven't played them actually in like over a decade. I was playing them back during the Attitude Era, and I really got into the SmackDown series that came to PlayStation. My friend had a 64, so we used to play No Mercy and Revenge on the 64. We used to have a lot of fun with those. Back before that generation, they had a lot of games on Sega, like what they have In Your House, WWF Attitude, I think that was one of them. What else? There's a bunch of games. So I always liked wrestling games, but I stopped watching wrestling probably in like 2003. So wasn't really continuing to play the games. Somehow I got sucked back into the world this past year, I think, with all the podcasts and different things that guys like Stone Cold, Taz, Jim Ross have been talking about, kind of letting you in on the things backstage. And WWE kind of sucked me back into the world. And so I was kind of curious. I was interested in playing 15, but since this was the first time 2K worked on it and it first on the next generation, I saw the reviews that said it wasn't quite ready and that 16 should be a lot better. And then I saw Stone Cold Steve Austin gonna be on the cover of 16, and I was like, man, I got slapped in the face with nostalgia, because he was the man back in like 98, 99, 2000. Wrestling was on top, man. It was like, for us as kids during that time, wrestling was bigger than NBA and NFL back then. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, those were the superstars, and actual superstars, not just the term. So I was really excited to hear about Stone Cold being on the cover. And for what I'm seeing, man, they're going to put a lot into the game, so I'm actually interested. Something I want to pick up. Something I want to pick up. So hopefully that's a good game. Just took me down a trip down memory lane. All the crazy stuff he used to do to Vince McMahon, beating up his boss. Stone Cold stunning everybody. Back when anything goes during those times. It's a crazy time, and it's a great time to be a fan of the business. So anyway, transitioning out of that, man. Talk about games I've been playing lately. Haven't had time to play games like I've been wanting to. Just have a lot of things I've been having to do, but I did finally pick up Smash Brothers for the 3DS, and that was another slap in the face with nostalgia, because I used to play Smash Brothers back on the 64 with the same friend, and on the GameCube. So it's been fun just kind of diving back into this game. I was really wanting to get something for the 3DS I could really dive into story wise and just spend time with, but don't really know which direction I want to go. If I want to try Bravely Default or what's a Fire Emblem or whatever that game is called, or one of the Zeldas. I don't really know. Something I still kind of looking into, but really the game I'm waiting on is Fallout 4. Once Fallout 4 come out, man, it's a wrap. Like I've said before, Fallout 3 in New Vegas, some of the most fun I've had with games, besides the fact that they froze a lot, didn't play that well the more that I played, but hopefully they get that kind of addressed in the PS4. And I didn't really watch the trailers from E3. I watched the beginning, like the first couple of minutes, then I turned it off because I'm like, I'm sold, so I don't want anything else to be shown to me. I want everything to be a surprise. So that Fallout 4 and Uncharted 4, man, you know, I love Uncharted, but that got pushed back to 2016, but it's all good. Take your time, get it done. And it's interesting, man. Like, I already knew how complicated it was to create games, but now that I'm kind of seeing from a personal perspective what it takes to work on the audio, and the program Wise that I'm using kind of merges sound design and programming together. So seeing just how many things could go wrong, how many things have to be in place, how often you have to go back and find little glitches and little bitty mistakes. And I can see why, you know, games take forever and why stuff is just not ready when the deadline comes. And so I don't get too mad about bugs. I understand you're always gonna have bugs in games. It is what it is. I can see past them, but once a game becomes unplayable because it keeps freezing every few steps, I think that's unacceptable. But yeah, so all good with me. So yeah, it's a lot of big ones that's gonna be coming out at the end of this year. What else? Everybody talking about? It's a bunch of stuff. So anyway, that's just a quick, a very very quick and brief wrap up of E3. And again, like I said, I just been itching to get back on YouTube. I appreciate everybody that's still been coming to the page. Just a quick update on the page. I've been looking at different songs on upcoming games, trying to see if the soundtracks are out yet, to see if I can do any piano tutorials for some songs that people haven't done yet, because that's what I always like to do. I don't want to do songs that people have already done. So gamesandkeys.com, I'll hopefully be putting more content up on there soon for everybody that's coming for the piano tutorials. I haven't done gameplay videos in a while. Those are fun, and I would just have to get reconnected with some people, because I don't like doing them by myself as much. I kind of like playing off of other people in the videos, have more fun doing that. The instrumentals, I've worked on so many different tracks, and I just haven't finished them, man. I have a lot of samples, a lot of original stuff, and I get about halfway and then move on to something else. So eventually I'll go back and just start finishing, knocking all the stuff out, knocking it all out. And I have a unboxing that I'm going to be doing soon, because I'm with Expo TV and FameBit, so you could look into both of those if you get signed up. You could get people to either sponsor your channel, you could write proposals, and they'll send you stuff that you could review and include in your videos. So I just got something in the mail yesterday I'm pretty excited about, so I'll be doing a video on that. So yeah, just hang with your boy. You know, I'll be doing what I do. I'll be coming back soon. And sorry again, I'm a little scatterbrained, but I was itching so bad I had to just stop and start recording without any kind of clear plan. But it is what it is. Thank you for listening. I'm up out of here, and hopefully the next video or the next podcast episode, if you want to call it this, will be more focused, more concise, and not 5 months in the future. I'll talk to you all later. Peace out.